Hi, I'm Coach Mcqueen. Welcome to Coaching Math. And today we're going to talk about central tendencies. Not the central tendencies. We're talking about data sets. We're going to take data sets, which are a set of numbers, and we're going to find the mean, the mode, the median, and the range of those numbers. But before we go into that, I'm going to go into what I call my word for the day. And my word for the day is going to be patience. Patience. Young people, some things that you, hopefully everyone that would view this video, hopefully you take time to write down some goals that you'd like to accomplish, be the goals in school, goals of things you want to be able to do at home, goals that you may want to accomplish while you're playing a sport. But I would caution you when you make goals as it pertains to a sport, because sports is really, most sports are about team, okay? I'll caution you on that to ensure that the goals that you have don't conflict with the goal of the team. That's important. But it's very important for you to write your goals down. And what's also important to understand is that you have to be patient. Some goals you may move very rapidly, and you may accomplish those goals at a much faster pace, and some goals may be a little more challenging to you. Now you kind of want to mix your goals up. You want to have goals that are challenging. You want your goals to be challenging, at the same time you want the goals to be realistic. Raising the bar too high or raising the bar too low. Sometimes you have to work with that. Sometimes it's hard to come between that happy medium. But let's take into consideration that you have to be patient and give yourself an opportunity to catch on, to learn certain things, so you won't become frustrated and give up on your goals. So patience is very important. Be patient. Thank you. Now, talking about central tendencies, we talk about data sets, identifying the means, the mode, the median, and the range. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to explain to you what each one of them curtails. Okay? When you hear the term means, okay, first of all, to find the mean, you need to know what the mean is. You need to know that the mean is the sum of the numbers in the data set divided by the total numbers in the data set. In other words, you take the numbers in the data set, then you find the average for those numbers. Then you get the means. The mode is the number which occurs more frequently in the data set. In other words, that number will appear more than one time. The median is the middle number in the data set. Now, to find the median, you must arrange the numbers in the data set from smallest to greatest. From smallest to greatest, or lowest to highest, whichever way you want to put it. Then you find the middle number, that is your median. So to find the median, which is going to be the middle number, you're going to arrange the numbers in the data set from the lowest to highest. Then when you come to the middle number, you circle the middle number, that number has been identified as the median. Okay, then next you have the range. To find the range, you actually define is the difference between the highest number in the data set and the lowest number in the data set. In other words, you take the highest number in the data set and subtract the lowest number from it, and then you come up with your range. Now, a few things I'm going to do. The first one, I wrote it all the way out. As I go farther and farther into the lesson, some of them I won't write, some of them I may just put the answers, But the first one I'm going to kind of write it all out so you have a good idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, now, this number here is what we call the data set. That's your data set, okay? Your data set. There are five. This one has to have 5 numbers in the data set. Data set may have more. It may have 7, or may have even more numbers than that. But this one has 5, okay? So I want you. Okay, now so here we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to find the mean, the mode, the median, and the range for the data set. Here you go. This will be how you find it. Okay, the mean. What you do to find the mean was you added all the numbers in the data set. What you did to find the mean, you added all the numbers in the data set. Then you divided it by the total amount of numbers in the data set. The next thing you looked at was your mode, the number that appeared more frequently. And the number that appeared more frequently, of course, was 20. Now to find the median, to find the median, you arranged the number of data set from lowest to highest, and you circled the middle number. And to find the rate, you took the highest number and subtract the lowest number from it. So that's how you do it. Now, I'm going to flash this out one more time for you to look at it, because what I'm going to do now is I have 9 problems here that I'm going to share with you today. But I'm going to flash it up one more time so you can take a good look at it. Because when I flash out the math problems, I'm going to have a little bit of time in between before I give you the answer. So this was the answer to our practice problem. Okay. Now, we're going to go on. We're going to give you the audience, an opportunity. You're going to get an opportunity now to work on some of these. Okay. I want you to write your data set down first. This is your data set. This is your data set. These are the numbers in the data set. These are the numbers in the data set. Now you can take some time to work it out. And now here's the answer to number 1. This is the answer to number 1. This is the answer to number 1. The next data set, which also have 5 numbers, this is your data set. Write it down, take time to work it out. Take your time, make sure you do your addition properly. Because if your addition is wrong, then you're going to throw the whole problem off. on that one part you get wrong. And here is the answer for the data set. Take your time, and you can use your calculator for this. The main thing here is that you learn how to find all of these 4 items. Next data set. Go ahead and work it out. While you're working out, my young viewers, I want to also say to you, the young viewers, that it's very important for you to take initiatives to try to prepare yourself the best you can when you know that you're going to be participating in a sport. And you get farther and farther on up into the ranks, like high school, middle school, and it's very important for you to, especially in football and basketball, actually all sports, it's important for you to report to the event or to that sport in pretty much the best shape you can be in. Okay? Because the coach is not going to spend a lot of time trying to get you in shape for football, trying to get you in shape to throw a baseball, trying to get you in shape to play basketball. That's going to take a lot of time from practice and preparation. So it's important for you, if you know you're going to be playing these sports, ask your parents to afford you the opportunity to work out and try to get yourself in the best shape you're in. That shows that you're taking initiative, and the coach will appreciate that. Okay, now this is going to be the answers for that one. So take initiative to get yourself in shape. Don't report to training camps or anything out of shape. That doesn't show the coach a whole lot about you at all. Next one is as follows. First thing you do, write the set down. Write the set down, then find the mean, the mode, median, and the range to the set. Teamwork is also important. Okay, being a team member can be challenging to young players, and it's not just young players, rookies, veterans, doesn't matter. It could be a challenge to anyone on any level. It takes a sacrifice to be a team player. It takes a sacrifice to be a team player. And sometimes some players want to get all the glory. They want to take every shot, They want to get all the passes and whatever. They want to be in the limelight, but it takes a commitment to being a team player and making sacrifices for the team and putting yourself in the back. The answer for the data set is the more cohesion the team has, it should put them in a better position to be successful. When you find a team that's always bickering, at each other, it's not a good sign. Now I would say this though, I think any coach welcomes competition within his practices. The competition between a team, if anything, should take place more so in the practices than out on the court, unless you're trying to let's say for instance you're the starting guard and you're trying to motivate the starting center who's a big guy, because you know that his rebounding and his blocking abilities is going to be very important for the team, right? And so you might want to kind of challenge him to get more rebounds, or different things, that kind of a challenge, something like that, something that's positive, right? That's positive. Challenge him to, hey, we need, you get at least, if you can get this many rebounds in the game, you put us in a good position. Challenge it in that respect when it comes to the game. But as far as, you have something like guards challenging each other, I challenge you to score as many points or whatever, that's not a good thing. Because then you have two guards out there both trying to be the point guard and both trying to be the scoring guard, and then all of a sudden you got competition right on the court between your own team, and that can only lead to disaster. Because the teamwork won't be there, it breaks down the team chemistry. So work in order to becoming a team player. Just because you see bad examples sometime on TV, it doesn't mean it's right. Okay, just because a guy plays a sport and makes money for a sport, or a guy plays basketball in high school and he's a good scorer, and if he or she, if they're up there displaying bad leadership, just because they're a good athlete doesn't make it right for them to display that kind of leadership. Okay, we want our young people to be good sportsmen. Now, on the flip side, I think the big challenge to that is what I just said, is to not look at adults who are showing bad examples. Don't follow adults who are showing bad examples in the sporting world. You want to be a good sportsman. You're going to be the best player you can be. Stay within the rules, work hard, and be a good example. And don't do things that's going to cause your coach to frown upon you, okay? Yeah, be a good sportsman. This is the next data set. Write it down. Okay. We've had a lot of rainy weather lately here in this state. And so what I'm going to share with you young people is safety, as we go along, safety. Safety. As we know, whenever we have a lot of water, water builds up, different areas in the woods. A lot of times as a young person, you may venture, you're outdoors, and you may venture into the woods and stumble on some, a big old area of water, right? And think, man, hey, this is good. Let's swim in this area. I advise you not to do that, not to swim in unauthorized areas. It could be very dangerous to you. So think before you swim. Okay. Again, these since I might have missed it, these were the sets, and this is your answers. Okay, no more pen. We don't have too many. We have one more to go. The next set. Write the set down quickly. Write down the set. This time we got 7 numbers. 7 numbers. Yes, like I was saying earlier about the swimming. Don't go swimming in unauthorized areas. Unfortunately, I've known young people who have done that in the past, and it's turned out several times to be tragic. So that's really not something that you would want to do and be a part of. Also for safety too, especially in the summertime, people let their pets out, pets get loose, critters come out of the woods and different things. Be very cautious of that too, young people. Don't be picking up wildlife that's coming out of the woods. Don't be picking it up and putting it in your hand, because that critter might in fact be infected with rabies. And if you pick up something like that and you get bit, who knows how far it can go into being dangerous, right? So be cautious of those things. You have to always think safety. Fortunately, every one of you, not just I was thinking middle school or elementary school. I was thinking from elementary school to middle school to high school, college. I think every student, most students probably look forward to vacation. Well, if you look forward to vacation all year round, this. Come on, you can admit it. You can admit it as a young person that sometimes you're in fifth period and the teacher's talking about maybe talking about something like in science, or the math teacher may be talking about something, talking about something in algebra, and your mind is not in it. Your mind is like on vacation. Okay. Well, that's not that it's a good thing that your mind's on vacation when your teacher is trying to teach you. But my point is that you're anticipating all year long. The summer comes and you go on vacation. You want to do your best to help make it a safe one. And these are the sets here, data sets. I believe you wrote it down already. Okay, data set. And I'm going to go a little faster now, I have to. And these are the answers. Answer to the data set. Answer to mean, mode, medium, and the range. Okay, almost done. We only have 2 more to go. So, make sure we execute safety at all times. Okay, that's very important. Next data set, and that follows. Let's talk a little about respect. Let's talk a little about respect. One of the things each year I write up a set of rules for my ball players. I've coached sports. I've coached youth sports actually for like 16 years. I've coached at middle school, and I'm currently coaching a 9th grade AAU basketball team. And eventually, somewhere in the next 3 years, I expect to move on up to high school basketball and baseball. But and each coach, most coaches do have some kind of rules, right? And I hold in high regards respecting authority, very highly. I hold that very high in regards. One of the things I have in one of my rules is for my players is the way they address the coaches. Actually, the way they address adults in general. But the rule for the team is when you're addressing the coach, when the coach asking you a question, you either say yes, yes sir, no sir, yes coach, no coach, no coach. Yeah, that's not allowed at all. As far as I coach, I just don't think that's proper respect. And the amazing thing, I read some of the some books by some of the college coaches and how they pretty much do the same thing. They pretty much say, there's certain rules, and that they try to install into the young athletes the importance of respecting adults and respect authority. What you said, you go into the professional ranks, it kind of drops off, because they got it's somewhat different. In college, I think, I'm pretty sure, for the most part, they can kind of like, make a lot of rules and different things, in that area. But it's important, if you as a young athlete can begin to respect your leadership at a very young age, it won't be something that's difficult for you to do as you progress in life, and it'll definitely be a plus to you. So here we go. Here's our data set. And I'm going to flash the answers out there again. And here we go. And here's the answer. It says everything broken down. So, again, respect for your leadership. You don't have to always agree with what the leader's telling you. There are times I don't agree with what my employer tell me. But I know that, I'm subject to their authority, so, I might say a few things under my breath, and we all do it. We all do it. You do it sometimes, but in the end, I do what I'm told to do, because that's what we're supposed to do. When we have authority figures that we work for, that's very important. Here's the next data set. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me put that up one more time for anybody that might have missed it. There goes the data set. That's the data set. Okay. Just in case I missed it while I'm talking. I like to talk as I go along. I think that it makes the video a little bit more interesting. Makes it a whole lot more interesting. I want to talk to you, the young athletes, about not the young student athletes. Student athletes about this. Work ethics. Now, I want you to think about it for a second, and I told my kids something that's very important. I said, you know what? It's easy to lie to other people than to lie to yourself, because you know a lot about you. But I want you to think a minute, young man, young lady. Think for a minute. Where do you rank your work ethics? As an athlete, as a student, as someone that has a job in between school? Where do you rank your work ethics on a scale of 1 to 10? Where do you rank your work ethics? Do you really put in the extra effort to be the best that you can be in whatever in the area that are important to you? Or do you basically put in a little work and expect everything else to fall in place for you? Well, it's very important to have good, strong work ethics. Coaches look at it, employers look at it. I'm sure preachers pastors look at it. More people in the workplace look at that. Okay, good work ethics, and it's very important for you as a young man, a young lady, to develop good work ethics at a young age. At a young age, take initiative. Okay, it's impossible to say you want to get better if you're not willing to do the thing to get better. Okay. A lot of athletes want to be. They want their team to be the team that wins the championships. They want that. They want to be able to. Some guys want to be able to quarterback at a certain level. Some guys want to be able to shoot at a certain level. Hit that. Have high batting averages. Well, all the things I just mentioned. In order to be able to accomplish that, you got to put your work ethic has to be very, 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 very strong in order to accomplish those things. So don't expect something for nothing all the time. Be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. You say, you know what? I'm either I'm a slacker, or either I can do better than I'm doing now, but here's the thing. Chances are, if you think that you cannot get any better, chances are you're wrong. You can always get better at what you do. Never let your mind tell you can't get better. There's always room for improvement. Always room for improvement. You have to just look out and seek that room for improvement. Here we go, guys. Here's the answer to the data set. Last data set we got, here we go, we have it right here. Last one. Last one. many of you young guys consider yourself to be a helpful person? How many of you might see someone struggling to carry their book to the class and your hands are empty and you have nothing to do, but you just let them walk in the class without asking if they can help you? Or you ever seen the teacher coming down the hall and hands are filled and you wouldn't even open the door for the teacher, you just walk by? But then how many of you are actually real helpful? If you're being helpful, that's a good pattern. Continue to be helpful. Being helpful can somewhat connect with courtesy. You know, we have a lot of negative things on TV. We see a lot of negative things on TV. We hear a lot of negative things on radio. We hear a lot of negative things in the newspapers, magazines, you name it. A lot of negative things. Unfortunately, you don't hear about the student that goes the extra mile to help someone in class. You know, that doesn't really make the news. That's not going to make the front page of the paper. However, it's important. It's important for you to be able to help someone who needs help. Because there'll be a time in your life that things won't be going quite well. That you may have a low point in life and you're going to need someone to help you. So when you see that you have the means and the opportunity to help someone, don't just walk away. You know, be helpful. Help others. Again, that's what the numbers on the data set. The answers, and here's the answers. It's been my pleasure teaching you in this session. It's been my pleasure doing that. I hope you will have a nice summer. Again, be safe, be courteous, be helpful, and may God bless you until we meet again. Thank you.